The Audi S3 is one great performance sedan, but what if you want simply more? Well, luckily Audi has answered that question for you, and what I'm standing by is the 2018 Audi RS3. Let's take a first look. With any Audi performance model that bears the RS badge, the first thing you're wondering about what is going on underneath the hood. So the S3 had a pretty nice 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 292 horsepower. However, the RS3 has the motor that a lot of enthusiasts want. This is a 2.5-liter turbocharged 5-cylinder that puts out a nice even 400 horsepower. Now, if you're counting, that's more horsepower than the Mercedes CLA45 and the BMW M2. Now, of course, because it's an Audi, it goes through their Quattro all-wheel drive system, going out through a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Now, this combination, Audi says, is good for 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds, which makes it roughly almost a full second faster than the S3. So those of you who wanted more, Audi definitely has your number with the all-new RS3. Now, looking at the rest of the design of this car, you can see the front end has a nice, more aggressive look to it. Now, Audi did refresh the A3 lineup for 2016. It's got a new front end with new headlights, LED accented. Their full LED headlights are available. And with any Quattro model, you have a slightly updated grille with this kind of honeycomb finish, and then the Quattro badge going across the middle to kind of let you know this is the performance model. Overall, I think it looks good, especially handsome in this very bright shade of blue. I think it goes really well with the overall lines of this car. Now, if you want to follow me over and look at the rest of the proportions, the RS3 is only available in a sedan here in the US. I believe in other countries they offer it as a hatch. Wish that was coming, but apparently Americans just don't like hatchbacks. Now, looking at the wheels, Audi does pretty beautiful wheel designs, and this is no exception. They're 19-inch wheels. They're 255 series in diameter, so they are larger versus what you get on the standard S3, which is definitely necessary. Another indication you have the performance Audi, these aluminum mirror caps, which look great. And overall, I think this is one handsome sedan. It definitely has aged well. It does extremely well on the market. I think this is definitely one of the best-looking small sedans you can get out there for the money. Now, at the rear, I have to say, I'm not really a fan of the new taillights when they refresh this. I mean, they're still full LEDs, but I don't really like how they changed the reverse signal here. I just think it needs something a little bit more updated, a little bit more premium. It just looks a little bit too much like an economy car for me. I don't really like the new taillights. The exhaust tips, however, are very nice. They're dual outlets. They're much larger. They're a blackened finish, and then you have the same rear diffuser, just like the front, to kind of give it a more aggressive look. Now, when the A3 first came to market, some people wondered if it was too inexpensive for an Audi. And of course, for the RS3, the company's made some nice changes to differentiate from the rest of the Audi line. You can see this interior definitely looks sporty. It's a little bit too monotone for me. I kind of wish it had a little bit more contrast. There's some contrasting stitching and then some diamond pattern in the seats, but they are a little bit more aggressively bolstered, of course. Now, getting inside this vehicle, it definitely feels a little bit lower versus the standard S3, and the steering wheel is also unique to the RS3. It's flat bottom. I like the Alcantara on the bolsters. I showed you guys the RS5 where it had full Alcantara. I definitely prefer this setup. It has these nice paddle shifters. The materials in here are pretty nice. You have carbon fiber, you have some soft touch plastics here, and then you have a pop-up MMI display here, which is definitely on the older designs. All the newer Audis have gone to just a fixed screen. I actually really like the pop-up. It is a smaller screen, so keep that in mind. This car's design is starting to get a little bit older compared to some of the newer Audi products. Luckily, you still have the new interface here with the handwriting pad on the MMI controller, and then you have a version of Audi's virtual cockpit display. They added that to the A3 line last year. Now, Audi says that this RS3 will be available later this year, and they've already announced pricing. This car starts at $55,800, which is about $2,000 more than what you pay for a CLA45 or an M2. Now, is it worth that extra $2,000? Well, if you want to have the most power, you want to have all-wheel drive, Audi's Quattro system, you may find that this vehicle has your number all over it. So it's really up to you. Those of you who want an RS5, Audi will sell you one when it does come to market later this year. For Redline reviews at the 2017 New York International Auto Show, I'm Sofyan Bey.